I'm ready. This has all been recorded.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay. All right. We're back.
Wow.
Get hype. What's up, everybody? Another episode of Boom Bust Radio. All right. Today, I guess it's been a while since we've done an episode. We missed, Yugami was out, not in state. So, I was thinking about doing a solo episode, but I'm not going to lie. The reason why I didn't do the solo episodes for two reasons. One, the pre-boss strike episode was terrible, and I didn't want to make an episode and have it be ass and then not release it because that's like low-key embarrassing. And two, I don't know if I'm like suited for solo content. I know that I can talk a lot, but I usually like having someone else to like bounce ideas off of because it makes it way easier for me to like, you know, run through ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of got like a little cold feet about the single episode thing or the, you know, solo host. I decided not to do one. If there's ever a long break with that like that again, I'll probably end up doing a solo episode and stop being such a big baby about it.
We'll see if that releases.
In terms of, huh?
Well, I said we'll see if that releases though. Who knows?
Yeah, I know, right? It might be a HSC only type thing, low-key. But in terms of future content, are making a video on the Battle Nations iceberg, like the one that was posted in Dono General a while back. I don't know when that'll be out. It was supposed to be out today, but like low-key, but was busy this week, so I wasn't able to really work on it. If any of you guys live like in the U.S. or Florida around there, this weekend I ran the Donna in Jacksonville, like the half marathon. I did the half marathon. It was my first one, so I wasn't home like at all, so I didn't end up working on it. Anyways, Yugami, have you been?
I've
gone
been
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, doing okay. Killing my AS, not getting any drops. So I'm actually so
literally not
jobless
getting jack shit.
that I was convinced today to make a ticket with support and see if my account's bugged because it's just been so bad. So we'll see where that goes.
Did you actually?
I actually made a support ticket. Yes. Bro, I haven't gotten anything.
That is Pico.
What am I supposed to do?
It's Pico. Are you serious?
Literally everybody talks me
Bro,
into
if I was
it.
with Jordan, I'd laugh and throw that shit out.
Literally, what am I
You
supposed to
talk
do?
yourself into it. Are you serious?
Nah, they talked me into it.
You'll see Alice get the frag first attempt. Yeah, it said YouTuber privilege. Except we're YouTubers and neither of us have gotten one yet, so like where's our privilege?
Yeah.
I will literally make unit reviews if I just get a frag.
Okay.
I'll make a unit, I'll just do the Atlas and just make his content.
Wow.
But like put our logo on it. Stolen content. It's fine. The Battle Nation space is pretty small. There ain't that much to go around.
It's true.
Speaking of which, we'll probably just talk a little bit about the update, but really I kind of wanted to talk about like the future of Battle Nations and like what Madrona should do moving forward. Because this has come up a couple times, but this next like set of levels is literally empty. Like the 53 to 56 is good. That's solid. Like we get a ton of stuff to play with. If you guys haven't heard, by the way, that's going to be the next update with Prestige as well, which is a lot of fun. But there is, from 56 onward, there's literally nothing, like at all. What do we get? Nothing. 57 to 59, we don't get anything. What do we get at 60? Do you know?
I actually don't. I mean, I'm sure somebody in the chat knows, but I don't think that there's really much of interest, at least. Yeah, Hikari's.
Let's look it up.
Now we have our own wiki in the agency.
60, we get the Armor Mulcher, who gives a shit, and the Suburban House, which is actually good, but that's a prestige only type thing. So from 57 to 59, we unlock literally nothing. The next set of units are all ass. The Sandworm Drill, low-key, like maybe has like niche uses, but not really. And then a bunch of terrible nonsense until like, yeah, no, we literally get nothing until like 67 with Plasma. Excuse me.
real?
So I know Madrona's plan. Yeah, my bad. I know Madrona's plan was to release everything and then like start reworking and stuff. But I've mentioned this on like BNAP stream because I think this is what they should do. Low key, I think it's time to just start releasing updates. Like actually start reworking stuff in the game, kind of insert their own ideas in. Huh?
That's what you mean? I thought you just meant like more consistently, but you mean actually like changing stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like, what are we gonna do? Like, imagine, okay, so we're going to 56 next, right? And then we'll probably get a ball strike like at that level cap. If they release an update and they're like, all right, guys, the level cap is 60, I don't give a fuck because there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Like, okay, back to ranking maulers, I guess. Like, there's nothing to even grind. There's literally, it's not like, okay, you unlock like a bad unit, so like you quote unquote have nothing to do. You literally unlock nothing, so you actually have nothing to do. You might as well just not drop an update. Like, that would be insulting, in my opinion, to the player base. To drop an update like that and call it an update. Unless they just go, all right, guys, we're going from 56 to 65. Or like to 67. Are they going to do that?
Jump like that. I don't know. I could see them doing a big jump just because there's nothing to do.
I would not be opposed. Not gonna lie. And like Akari said, level 60 is literally an extra 800,000 XP to get prestige stars. Hey, free-to-play players, fuck you. That's what that is. Paid players don't have any problem getting prestige stars.
Yeah.
They got, you know, stacked up Morgan houses and whatnot. But free-to-play players are absolutely cooked out of their mind if the level cap is like level 60 or something. It doesn't unlock anything new for boss strike. Or nothing. Like, there's genuinely nothing. I don't know if they're going to do some... Okay, yo, hear me out on this one. Crazy take. What if they did a level shrink? Because I was thinking...
Ooh.
Like, okay, you know how like MMO games, right? Like,
Yeah,
WoW every couple of years does like a level crunch because the levels get too high?
Yep.
So what if Battle Nations does that, but they shove everything from like 70 to 60 and start condensing it down to like 65? Because there's not really any need for plasma to be like, does the level cap really need to be 70?
No, they could just add more stuff later. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter what the number is as long as we get the content. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of levels where we do nothing. That would be kind of cool. I played
because I'm
Final
thinking
Fantasy. They did the level crunch as well, and I really liked it.
I was gonna say, because I'm thinking if they smash the levels down, that's a little easier for like people to get like prestige and actually like level up and shit without having to like go through so many levels.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what they could do with that. And also, if Battle Nations, like, they're gonna add their own content, right? Which probably means that we're gonna get more levels, right? We're probably gonna get like 80, 90. I expect we go to at bare minimum 100 and then maybe some more after that. But like, if you have 3 dead levels, you're kind of wasting the amount of space that you have to add content in, unless all those levels after level 70 are just like super packed with stuff, you know what I mean? Which they could do.
Yeah, they could do that.
They could just have level 71 add like a million different things into the game, but I kind of don't like that.
I think
so. I mean, if they just
makes the most sense, actually.
Trying to think. I guess they could try adding in their own stuff. I don't know what they have ready. They said Mountain League, but I expect Mountain League to be like a post level 70 thing because it's supposed to be new. So I doubt that they just shove that in with the pre-existing levels. Unless they start to introduce it to us now. That could be fun. But I think, like I said, I think it's just super insulting if they were to just drop it as is. Like, there's like fucking nothing to do. Time for Madrona to drop a promo with a storyline. I would like that because I want promos to come back so that way I can spend $1 billion on them and watch free-to-play players mauled on the main Discord. But that's kind of like bandage content, don't you think? Like, I'm looking for something more like concrete. Because like it could tide us over Like if they release, okay, they say like, all right, the level cap is 60, but you get like this unit or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a promo or something. But it feels a little kind of like, because after it goes away, like let's say it's temporary, whenever it goes away, those people that start leveling up to that level range when it's not there anymore get to play with literally nothing, and they do nothing for those levels. I think that that's bad for the game, like long term.
Yeah, but like, what do you want them to add during those dead levels if like they were to keep the dead levels, or I should say if they weren't going to like level crunch, because I mean, some people really care about the story and that's what they'd be interested in having more of, but like I don't think that having dead levels is such a bad thing if we actually have like events and stuff to actually partake in. But if we don't have anything, like if it's going to be long periods of time before we have, or long gaps of time in between each event that we do, then it'll feel a whole lot worse than if we have something consistent to do. I don't think it's necessarily bad to not have to sit there and grind out new units every few months because the level cap just got increased. I just want events to do.
Well, I don't think that that's like, I agree, because some of the lower levels, like you unlock like 3 decorations and that's it. And you know, who's really grinding shit like heavy like level 28, you unlock heavy artillery, the 2 hedges, and the marksman. Like no one's grinding those units. But I think that now, that was before, right? Like we weren't getting a boss strike at those levels.
Yeah.
But now they've started the condition that, okay, we've released the boss strike, we're going to be releasing them from now on. You know what I mean? Like these will become a regular thing for the game now. So whenever they're releasing level caps, they have to have that in mind. Like, okay, what happens if we release a boss strike at this level? If they, like, they're going to 60, right, with prestige next. Let's say that the next level cap for whatever reason is level 60. There is 0 meta change from that 56 to 60 jab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
49 to right now is a huge meta change because of AS, because of Maulers. I feel like I'm missing something.
Mega tanks?
I guess the laser units, like if you're interested in the sniper. Level 56 is also a meta change because it's a new bracket of units compared to 53. You get Trebuchet, you get Elemental Trooper, but 60 has nothing. I don't even think that the boss strike like level range goes up at 60. I think it's 61 that it does that.
That's a good question.
Let me double check. Yeah, 56 to 60 is the same. So if they release a level cap of 60, you get nothing at all. There's no new meta to think about. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's like a Rebel Strike, we're going to be using the same... Okay, Max just made himself a speaker. We're going to be using the same units that we used, like the level cap previously, which I think is super lame. And I think that every boss strike, there should be like a thought in their mind of like, we should make the meta like interesting. You know what I mean? I don't think that they have to release like a new, like a promo or anything like that, but there has to just be like a shakeup of some sort.
Okay.
So like bare minimum, it has to be 61. But the only thing we get is 61 is Sandworm Drill.
Well, that's not...
Which like, that's not moving any mountains. I was no one is moved by the Sandworm Drill.
I am.
You don't like AS frag spam for 3 boss strike in a row? That's another thing. How impactful do you think AS frags are? Because I hold a very controversial opinion about...
Well, I don't have
about
one, so
frags.
I think it's the biggest deal in the world. But as soon as I get one, I think that they're fine. That's my take.
Low-key true. I've said it a couple times. I don't know. People will disagree. Because I talked to Hikari about this like last week or something. I don't think that AS frags make that big of a deal. I think it matters more for an individual than it does for a group.
Oh.
By a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't... That's what I mean. Like, to me, I don't think it matters. I think it just matters for personal placement. Like, leaderboards is literally just going to be people with AS frags, and that's like unfortunate reality. Although Maulers do, I feel like this is low-key the best level for it before like Plasma Artillery, because Maulers are so good and Silver Wolves just get like destroyed by it other than their vehicles. But like if we got Rebels, like put my shit in a frying pan because it's over. I'm cooked. Yeah. Also, if we get Rebels, I'll literally fall asleep playing because that shit's gonna be so boring. Like genuinely, it'll be the most boring shit of all time.
No, it won't. It'll be fun. What do you mean? I like the boss strike, even if it's gonna be a little grindy. I'm happy for it. I have stuff I can watch. I have
all right, have fun literally using Maulers to slowly chip down 8 mega tanks and 13 portable walls on the front line. Gonna be working on those mega tanks for an hour. It'd probably take 12 turns to clear one wave. That's what I said. Like, if Madrona release a Rebel Strike at this or the next level cap, they are dumb. Unless they drop something that can actually kill vehicles. Oh, wait. Hear me out on this one. Silverwolf, Thresher Tank Tier 10, marks vehicles. There we go, I win. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome, everyone.
Okay.
Wall breakers? I don't know. I don't want them necessarily to release a new unit. I just want them to give us something in between there to, like, change the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be here for anything, but I am not like most people. And most people will not be here for anything. They're only here when things are, like, you know, cool. Like, people are probably already starting to get tired of this update. You know what I mean? Like, TikTok brain and whatnot. They're like, fuck, I gotta grind ballers, and they're about over it.
I mean, I didn't have anything better to do, so I was fine with it. But now I'm running out of things to do.
I'm going hella slow, bro. I have not gotten one single R6 unit since the start of this.
That's
since
crazy,
the update. How long has it been? Like, yeah, like 3 weeks.
That's actually crazy.
I have literally been, bro. I've been on the slow roll. Almost out of stuff to grind already. This is two ends of the spectrum. Nothing, or literally everything to grind versus nothing to grind. On BNAP's last stream, he mentioned he's stopping at level 55, doesn't want the harder enemies level 56 brings.
Yeah.
Am I stopping at level 55? No comment. He's giving away tech. Guys, if you're in a top guild, you have to gatekeep all the strategies. You can't, like, that's... You guys have to know these things, okay? We can't let people in the smaller guilds get a leg up on us.
Okay.
They're gonna catch up if we give them the.
You sound like
we
a
give
really
them the
bad
tech
guy right now.
We can't let them catch up, guys. Keep the poor poor and keep the rich rich. That's the motto that we live by.
I'll do whatever.
I'm probably gonna stay at level 55. If I get an AS frag, I'm 100% staying at level 55.
Really?
If I don't get one, yeah. If I don't get one, then I think I'll toss up. I think for most people, like a majority of the player base, they should all go to 56. Because it doesn't matter that much. Like,
okay.
Yeah, low-key. Kinda. Bro, I need that leaderboard spot. Like, it literally, the people who stay at level 55 are just the leaderboard pushers. Like, someone who's going to get their, like, you know, 1 million, 2 million, whatever amount of points they want to get, they're going to get it regardless, whether they go to 55 or 56. So, like, it doesn't really matter. And also, you're kind of delaying your account, because if you stay at 55, you miss out on Prestige, you miss out on Elemental, you miss out on Trebuchet. So you're going to be behind on all that stuff, like ranking it up. You're going to be behind on Prestige stars, because you're not going to have them stacked up. So, like, I don't know, what if Madrona decides to release some crazy Prestige unit or something, and you don't have the stars for it? It's kind of like that. Like, especially free-to-play players should go, so that way they can start working on Trebuchets. There's not any benefit for them to stay at 55. Really. And I mean, if you have Maulers, you're probably going to be clearing the waves, like, competitive pace anyways. I would estimate, like, just off the top of my head, that if you stayed at 55, you're probably... I'm trying to think. How much faster do you think the clears are?
I don't know. Maulers feel so good. I was about to say, I really like using the Maulers. They were really fun to level up.
I know, right? I literally... never take them out of was just talking about like making sure the meta switches up, but like never take them out the meta. Just give us an infected strike and give me Apex Mauler. There we go. That would be super peak. God. Which is kind of sad. You think they're gonna release? Oh, this is supposed to be at the future of Battle Nations. I'm totally lost on the topic.
It doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, do you think they're gonna drop Plasma as is? There's no way, right?
No, absolutely not. I don't believe it. I mean,
imagine they do. That would be
funny.
hilarious.
It would be really funny, but like, I don't think that they
genuinely. Okay. Here's my argument for them releasing Plasma as is, because Plasma is going to be the best available units and it's free to play friendly. Okay, yeah, you might say, well, Whales have an advantage because it gets so expensive, but like it's free to play friendly. Okay, the free to plays can get Plasma. They can have the same Plasma artillery. Everyone's gonna use that shit, right?
Yeah.
For one strike, like the strike that it's released on, it's going to be like the best thing ever, right? Just the one time that they release it. Then they're gonna start doing their, okay, well now everything is in the game, so now we can change it up. Then they nerf Plasma afterwards, or they get it in line, more so to say, right? So I'm saying they let us go nuts for the one strike that they first release it on and then tone it down. Because like, even if they tone down Plasma, right? They brought Plasma in line, it's still gonna be the best available thing that we have if we don't have like promos and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's say that Plasma artillery is now like irrelevant or like equivalent to like a Mauler at this level cap, right? Like what Mauler is right now, that's what Plasma artillery is like at, what is it, 67, 68 when we get it? No, I'm saying like, let's say that they nerfed it, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
where it's about as good as a Mauler is right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like basically we just transfigured Mauler to the level cap, but it's Plasma artillery. What else would we use instead at that level?
Nothing really.
Cannoneers die. Cannoneers. Like there's nothing else to use, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay. And there are other good units at that level. Like Spider Wasp Warrior. But that's kind of like a fire mod thing because it does fire damage. Does it have any other normal attacks or does it only do fire damage?
Yeah, Hikari pointed out.
One piercing. No, it's pretty much just, it's a fire mod unit, right?
Phalanx.
There's no other unit at that level that's doing like mass board damage like a Plasma, except for frags and Phalanx tank. But I'm talking like every level cap that we're moving on to has like a mass producible, like, you know, wipe the field type unit, artillery style unit. HCT in the last one. Originally it was going to be Brimstone, but it was HCT because of fire mod. Now we have Mauler, and then next one is going to be Plasma. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, even if they nerf Plasma, it would still be used. Because not everyone, like, you're not just going to put down, like, people with one frag are not going to be able to do anything if they don't have it. There's nothing else for them to use at that level. Like, let's say someone has one frag, one melee, one range, one phalanx tank. They're still going to run Plasma, even if it wasn't as good. Even if it was about as good as a Mauler at level 70. You know what I mean? So I don't think that there's, now that I'm saying this out loud, I don't think there's any point in nerfing Plasma, except for PvP. But I've said like a million times, I think that the two should be balanced differently, like different teams.
Yeah, they probably will balance it differently.
Am I cooking right now? I'm low-key cooking right now. So yeah, all right. This is like I'm putting in my parlay right now. Madrona will not nerf Plasma, and they'll release it as is. I cooked with that one, bro. Next BNAP stream, I'm totally putting that out there for Madrona to see. No, because I'm telling you, look. Maddie was in the things, right, about people bitching about AS frags, and I don't know if Maddie, whatever. They stood on business, right?
Yeah.
About their thing. They're like, AS frags are like they're attainable by everyone, and all it does is impact. Like, Maddie knows that AS frags impact solo performance more than like as a group setting.
Yeah.
So they're fine with them as existing as they are now. So there's no way that like plasma's the line. You know what I mean? Like AS frags are busted at this level. They're really good. And then you're gonna tell me like, oh, but plasma is what AS frags are, but at level 70, and everyone can get one like super easily because you can just make them. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I'm saying Madrona is not nerfing plasma. They're gonna release it as is, and they're gonna let us go nuts on the one boss strike. And now Simplicity said, do you think that will nerf plasma? What if they just make Mountain League strong against plasma or something, and later introduce new units that are stronger? The only reason why I don't think that they'll do that is because like the power that plasma has is like a step above what everything else at that level is. You know what I mean? Like it's like if I was on the first step, I walked up to the second step. So if they make something stronger than plasma, everything after that is just going to have to be an extra step above. Like, because I mean, how much better could you even make it at that point? Like, what are they going to release that's better? Except that it just does more damage and has the same attack patterns. So I think that they'll release plasma. I thought the plan was to get old content out and then balance changes. That's why I'm making an argument for Madrona not nerfing plasma when it drops. Because if they're standing on AS frags right now, I think they're going to stand on plasma when it comes out and then like tune it a little bit later. Because leaving plasma as it is means that they have to now power cliff everything else after it to that point. Like that's the baseline, and then everything else needs to be around that same level. Thoughts? Did I cook?
I mean, it's effectively the same thing though as saying that they're gonna basically get all the content out, then do balance changes. Like you are saying the same thing. So I guess.
What do you mean? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it's either they immediately nerf it as it drops because that's the last thing that they have to add, if that makes sense, or they just let us have fun with it for a few minutes and then nerf it after. I don't know. I feel like people have talked about plasma units so much that they're just gonna slightly tweak the numbers on release. That's my guess.
No, I think they leave it. I'm cashing it in right now. That would be frustrating though, knowing you're grinding for a unit that'll get nerfed in the future. Hey, I'm like the number one like against nerfs. I think that they should, because like the amount of games that I've played that devolve in the nerf culture, like for all my Rainbow Six fans out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because Ubisoft has literally no idea what they're doing. So every single like patch, they just drop 20 new nerfs and 0 buffs. So everything felt like ass for a really long time. And now they're kind of getting out of it to where they're starting to like buff stuff again, to where the game is actually like, not ass to play, even though it still is. So that's why I don't want Battle Nations to do, because if they just crush all the good units, everything feels like shit. You know what I mean? But Plasma is just like a devious little outlier. And like it's clearly overtuned to death. That I don't think that it needs to be like killed. I think it just needs to be brought down a little bit. Like it's a little too good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they get nerfed for anyone can get max rank. That shit is 1.3 million SP. I will be there. I think that here's something that I think that they do. I think that they do give us an area. They're either going to give us an area, or there's like a low-key undiscovered area that we don't know of that where we can grind that stuff. Like, okay, how much is Snake R9? Snake.
Oh,
that's low.
I said 59k or 595k. Sorry.
Okay, so that's like 3 R9 Snake grinds. How long was Beatnap doing it? He was on there for like 8 hours, right? Straight? I know that sounds insane. 9 hours? I know that sounds insane. But 1.3 million is literally 2 Snake grinds. About how is the translator bot in this chat, by the way?
That's a good question.
Bro, how is it in here? I think that they leave it as it. Like Bigfoot is brutal. at that amount, because like that bar, if you think the bar is not moving now, that bar is not gonna move at 1.3 million. But I think that they leave it. I think that we're either going to find an undiscovered spot that's really good for SP grinding, or they're going to like do a green burrow and tweak some numbers to give us a better spot.
I was just about to say, who really cares about SP numbers at the end of the day? I just grind it until it's over. If it takes me a little bit longer than somebody else, it doesn't matter, because
Hella people.
it's like weeks and weeks and weeks between like any reasonable content drop. So I just play the game when I feel like it, grind out my SP, and then I usually have tons of time to not do anything on the game until the next content drop. So
Yeah, keep cooking.
I don't.
Keep cooking.
I
I'm
don't
telling you, bro, if you get caught up,
It is so
If you
easy to stay caught up. Once
catch
you're caught
up, you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, here's something. You don't even need Plasma Artillery at rank 6. The shit's insanely good at whenever you just get the checkerboard pattern at rank 4 anyways.
Well, yeah,
Like,
true.
You could do a mini rank 6 grind going to 5, because that's 252,000, and then just skip rank 6 and do it during boss strike. Like, if you really don't want to do that,
Yeah.
like, rank 6 is obviously better, but you don't need it. Like, your point total. This is something that I've been thinking about. I think people put too much stock into, like, they look at what the top guilds are doing, right? All our 6 units, all these insane grinds, and they then translate that to their own personal gameplay.
Yeah.
Bro,
definitely.
people that are outside the bubble literally have a completely different perspective on this game than people inside the bubble do. Like, if you look at guilds that keep to themselves, I won't say them so that way they can keep to themselves, they play a different game than most of us play. I'm not even, I know that sounds funny, but like, I'm literally not even joking. They literally play a different game than what we play.
Yeah. How so?
Bro, I saw a top 10 unit ranking for someone that had like, the Wimp wasn't even on there. I have to find it.
I mean, to be fair, I don't
Here we go.
use wimps at all. So,
I know, but I'm saying this is like top 10 units to use in a fight. Best units to use in a fight.
Okay.
Number 1 was M10. Number 2 is Super Tank. Number 3 is Demo, right? Here's some of the units on this list. Baby Grouper at 8. Scout Bike at 7. Scout Bike is on this fucking list.
all right.
They're literally playing a different game. Bro, Scout Bike is 1 spot below Mega Tank, which is really funny to say out loud. Scout Bike, number 9 is Heavy Recon, number 10 is Portable Wall. They don't give a shit about grinding a unit to R6. They don't give a shit about there being a new SP spot to train units. They don't care about Bigfoot country optimizations or getting 2 million points of boss strike. Like, they just want to know what the next update is, and they play the game. That's all they do. You know what I mean? Like, I know that there is... This sounds... I almost said this out loud, and it sounds so funny now that I'm about to say it. Bro, the silent majority of battle nations exists.
Okay. All right. Holy chills.
Literally, I just got chills. Yeah, why do people not play the game like I do? It's literally that. Like, nothing in this game matters. There you go. That is the reality of this game.
True.
Nothing in this game matters, because the only thing that matters is what happens in a boss strike and how you get your points. I could literally get 2 million points with troopers. It doesn't matter what units I have. You know what I mean?
Whoa, do
Like,
you want to back that up?
It might matter for PvP. No, it might matter. It might matter for PvP. It might matter for like personal pride, but Battle Nations is a game driven by ego more than its own gameplay.
Yeah, true. I want to see you get 2 million with troopers. I'm waiting.
I'm good, bro. I'm good on that one. That was an example. That was an awesome example. That was just like, I'm saying, like, if I got 2 million points of troopers, it doesn't matter how, like, what I did, because I just got my points, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
Is getting your points. Certain units increase your ceiling, right? I'm not getting 2 million points of troopers at level fucking 56. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I could get 2 million points with rank 4 maulers. I could probably get it with rank 1 maulers. I will not be backing that up either, because they're already at 5, so it's kind of impossible for me. But like, You know what I mean? Obviously, it's going to take more time. Everything that you do before boss strike is to reduce the amount of time that you actually have to play the game. You can get 2 million points via concrete. You don't have to touch the game if you have enough money. You know what I mean? Like, everything in this game, people are like, guys, I got my snakes done in 1 day. And then people then translate that to themselves like, oh, I'm not moving fast enough. Bro, the boss strike isn't going to be here for at least another month. It's not going to be early March. We haven't even gotten the next update that this is coming out yet. What is there to rush? I have literally probably like 60 days to get my Maulers to R6. Like, and it doesn't matter at all.
True. And if you didn't even
nothing in this
get
game
them ranked up, you could probably just like push for like if the boss strike was like announced tomorrow or like for like in 2 days, you could probably just rush it and you know you'd be there in time.
That's what I'm saying. Or I could just do it at R5. All it's gonna do is slow me down. Everything that we do is okay, guys. Stop with the nonsense.
They're clowning on you.
No, I'm not saying that in like a doomer type way. I'm saying that in just like a people are putting too much stock into what other people do, and it makes them freak out. It's the same thing with like the AS frag panic. You know what I mean? People are like, oh my god, AS frags are in the game and they're so busted strong. This is why I think that most things in this game should just be cracked out of their mind. Like, obviously I want there to be some semblance of game balance because I personally care about that stuff. Because I like playing like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not making an ult to get R1 Maulers. It would take me all the way to boss strike to even get to level 50 freaking whatever, 53 to get Maulers. And I'd have to spend on black nanos. But like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I see people talk about stuff and I feel like they take it. That's why I'm a proponent for not really going crazy on nerfs. I don't know. I think that plasma is a bit of an outreach. I think that AS frags just need to not be as tanky. They can, I'm fine with them doing a lot of damage and being strong, but they kind of like don't ever die, literally ever to anything. So I think that's their biggest problem, is just that they never die. I say just giving it crazy resistance on the armor and then maybe no resistance on the health, or like half the resistances on the health. I guess it's just a tank at that point. I don't know. I think that they're fine. I think that's why I said that PvE and PvP should have 2 different balance teams, because they were different games. Yeah, you know what I mean? I went on a tangent. And I don't even know where it started from.
Yeah, me neither, honestly, but I'm here. I'm just listening.
I don't know. I play this game for the enjoyment. And I just like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, maybe I am a little bit of a doomer, and I see people like just always complaining about the game. They're like, I hate grinding, I hate doing this, when's the update come? And it makes me sad because I just like playing Battle Nations, and I don't really give a shit what Madrona does. Like, I care about some things and I think that I have good ideas, but what the fuck do I know? Like, I've never done anything game design wise, you know what I mean? I just throw shit at a screen and I'm like, you know, it's sick, this is cool. I do ideas based off of like vibes and shit, you know what I mean? And and people like literally, and people wait, what? I can't tell if that was a diss or not. Moving on. I don't know, but I unironically am a vibe coder. I'm literally making like a software for my D&D group on Google AI Studio. Peak like literally peak what's it called? Vibe coding. I'm having an AI do it for me. So, I mean, like, okay. This has been Oolkki Clown Session. I don't like this. I don't like this episode very much. We're not going to put this up. I'm putting this shit on YouTube. All right, let's see what people are saying. I hate to say I would not mind a battle pass. People already be spending $50 a month on this. Bro, battle pass, it depends on what type of battle pass we get. If we get the Clash Royale battle pass, where there's 3 tiers and they're all a different expense and you know it's super mega ass, then I would hate it. But if it's like the Clash of Clans battle pass where there's 1 battle pass and it's $5 and it has a bunch of good stuff in it, sign me up. That would be a good battle pass.
Yeah, on the surface level, I like the idea of a battle pass. I would really enjoy that, just because I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. People hate on battle pass because like it's in every game, but like it's honestly like a nice form of monetization. Like if it's done in good conscience, like the Clash of Clans one is, then like I think it's a good monetization practice. If it's not, then it sucks. Like Clash Royale sucks. It's so ass. It used to be so good. If you bought Pass Royale, you just increase your progress by like a year. But nowadays it's like you have to spend like $100 and you get nothing out of it. And it's poo-poo-doo. The question is, would a battle pass provide skins and not affect battle/progression, or do battle passes give promotional units? I would hope that they don't put units in it and it's just like cosmetic options and like I heard like an SP voucher one which I liked. Maybe some like building upgrade like speeders or like, you know, resources and stuff. I think that's all fine. I don't want anything like promo units. The reason why promo units would be bad is because they would put it at the very end. Like it's obviously going to be at number like spot 100 or however, like it's going to be at the end of the battle pass. So like if you don't play Battle Nations or like, you know, something comes up and you can't play or something like that, then you basically lose out on a promo unit. And I think that that's bad. Because you're spending money and not getting the unit. And something about Battle Nation's current monetization is that if you spend money, you get it. Except with Infected, but we don't have to talk about that. You know what I mean? Like, if you buy nanos, you're guaranteed to get something out of it. And a battle pass with a unit at the end of it is not. But if it's all cosmetic, then like it doesn't matter. As bad as Clash Royale PvP is, I think BN PvP could possibly be worse unless it's draft pick. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Yugami, I don't know if you've seen some of the suggestions, but there are some suggestions where people are like do a draft pick for PvP or like do a pick ban system for PvP and stuff like that. And like, I think that those are good ideas because I don't think that PvP should come out as is. I want there to be a ladder, but I don't want it to be like, in my opinion, there should be 2 levels of PvP, open PvP and then like competitive. Competitive can be like either everyone's ranks are equalized or like their unit ranks, everyone's unit ranks are equalized, or they're hard capped. So like if you have under the hard cap, then you use that. But if you like Clash Royale has tournament standard. So like whenever you play in a tourney, all your units are that rank instead. I think that they should do that for competitive.
Interesting. I like the idea of pick bans for PvP, but that's probably just because I'm used to it from other games. But like, I don't really see how you would have a problem there. But I guess the only way that it would be a problem is if they ban like a promo unit that you don't, or that like your only promo unit or something. But
I mean, does it matter?
Yeah, I don't think it really matters that much, so.
Yeah, I think that it's good because I think that it adds a little strategy to it. And like whenever you start to like learn your matchups and stuff, like if I'm constantly going against like a certain player, like let's say like me and Chicken get matched up a lot and I know that he favors a certain type of unit, like I get to ban that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of put the match in my favor. I think a pick and ban would be fun. I know people are like, I can't use my unit. Shut up. Like, come on, really?
Well, like, but my point is like, what if like you're, I don't know, like an average spender and you only have, like you didn't buy every single promo unit, but you have like some, or maybe just 1 or 2, like those, like you can be banned out pretty quick compared to somebody that has every unit in the game, right? But that would be my only concern, is that people.
I don't think that I think it's more about like. I mean, that's kind of how it's going to be no matter what. Unless they just give everyone every unit for like tournaments. Maybe they could do 3 brackets of PvP. Okay, really quick. I know that there was, Hikari knows what it's called. I always forget what it's called. It's the Pokemon tournament system.
Smogon, yeah.
She explained it like a while back. What?
Smogon? Yeah, it's in the chat. Or however you say it.
Okay, I'm like way higher up in the chat because I'm trying to go through everything because I wasn't reading what people were saying. So I'm probably like 72 messages behind right now.
Oh my god.
I never get into the bottom.
What the heck?
Time to move fast. Yep. Oolkki's a vibe coder. Clash Royale is the scummiest one. Okay, this is my. Here's another thing. People all like they want PvP to be more competitive, but then don't want any type of competitive like things added to the game. They don't want pick and ban. They don't want their units capped out. They don't want the like the unit points to go away. So like, what do you want? How else are you gonna do it? And then they offer no suggestion. Like, I saw a Reddit post on the Battle Nations Reddit where they're like, oh, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like this unit is cracked, or like they were like, this thing is a problem and needs to be balanced. And they always say that we're balanced, right? And then people are like, okay, so what would you do? No solutions at all. No, what's unbalanced? No, they don't even offer what's unbalanced. Like, do you even know what you're talking about, or do you just say what other people say?
Well, it hits hard.
Like, everyone cries about the same stuff. Yeah, literally. Like, I'm bad. Help. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I play games differently and I always try to like seek out like better ways to play and stuff like that. But some people like just choose to stick their feet in the mud and never get them out. Holy metaphor.
Mr. Cool Guy over here. I play games differently.
Imagine people having FOMO about this and there's a picture of Jedrick the Crusher. Yeah, if I'm like, I want to get every unit in the game, but if I miss out on Jedrick, like, is that really a loss? Yes. I'm people having FOMO. I don't know. FOMO's fine. You do not have to have everything. That's the dumbest shit ever. I have to have every unit in the game. No, you don't. Like, bro, if you aren't spending any money, you're not going to get every unit in the game anyways. So get over it. How about that? It's a free-to-play game. How about we make the game pay to play? There we go. You have to spend $5 to get in. Then you can have every unit. I bet some of y'all would be so damn cheap you wouldn't even spend the $5, huh? Yeah. How about that? That too. Well, the Patreon units are like, come on. Can we not have anything? Unlock Dono Gen. Make all the Patreon units available to everyone. Like, bro, no one can just have shit.
Oolkki's mask off moment.
This is the same. Bro, literally. Like, I'm just annoyed. Bro, I just get annoyed, okay? No idea promo buildings / defensive buildings. That would go stupid if they reworked occupations. I think the problem with this is from Simplicity. I think the problem with Battle Nations now is that there isn't much to do besides ranking units and story. Bro, this is why we did the segment with AP about side modes that they can add into the game. Because if people had things to do on the side, not a single person would complain about a content drought. Because there wouldn't be a content drought. Bro, custom community challenges, right? Where there's a giant custom board of, like, you can make your own formations and all that shit would be literally turn this game into the best game of all time because it would be infinite content for YouTubers and it would be infinite content for players. And they could like, bro, now I'm just back on the same shit because it's so obvious what they need to do is just give us side things to do. And I know Taco Freak out, he's like, oh, if they add more things to do, then I'm gonna quit. But like, why would you not want more things to do? You know what I mean? Bro, I'm spazzed now. Yeah, you gotta take the reins for a second. Yeah, you gotta take the reins for a second, man. I'm gonna die out here. I'm gonna die out here. I'm scrolling to the bottom.
They're just calling you a crash out.
Bro, because I am. Like, I'm a crash out for good game content. I'm a what's the word? I'm like a good crash out. I'm like the Jolly Green crash out.
I don't know what that means. But like, I've never understood the people that don't want more stuff in their video games. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but it's just weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just makes sense, bro. If Madrona gave us this is okay, but this is also why I don't want dailies, because I don't want Battle Nations to become a chore. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, I remember there was a suggestion for dailies for nanopods, and I gave it a thumbs down not because I don't want free to plays to have nanopods, but because I don't think that it should be a daily system. Because a daily system, yeah, people complain about FOMO, but they want a daily system for nanopods. Are you trolling? Are we being dead ass serious right now? I mean, bro, if you miss if you miss one day, you're behind on all the nanopods.
Okay, yeah, but like, I don't know. There's like, doesn't Genshin or something have dailies? I remember when I first started playing that game, like, I did the dailies for a little bit, but then I just stopped. Like, I don't know. I'm not against having dailies, just because if I don't want to do them, I'm not gonna do them. Like,
Bro, but we can afford that because we spend. But free-to-play players who are literally begging on their knees for nanopods cannot afford that.
Yeah, but even the games that like I'm free to play, like I don't know, I'll just I'll play the game when I want to play the game. Like it's not that big of a deal. I don't have the.
I know this is, bro. This is wrapping around all the way back to nothing actually matters in Battle Nations because you can just play the game how you want. But for people that give a shit, they're gonna be on this thing 24/7. Like, oh fuck, I have to do my daily. Like, bro, when I get home from work, I don't want to do my silver wolves. I don't even want to get on the game and check my base. And now, like, imagine I'm a free-to-play who needs nanos because he wants to compete. I need to get on every single day to do my daily tasks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I get the importance, but also I've just never been somebody that, I guess, gives in to the pressure. If I miss something, I miss it. I mean,
yeah, I don't care, but a lot of people do. And like, I can already see it now. If they add dailies, people are going to complain because they don't want to have to get on every single day to meet their nanopod quota. That's what it is. It's a nanopod quota for free-to-play players. That for free-to-play players that want to keep up and like compete, like it sucks. That's why they should do weeklies instead. And just have it like, because then on the days that you can play and work on your weeklies. But for the days that you can't, then you don't have to get on and do it. You know what I mean?
Ooh, but what if there's a week that you don't want to play?
That's okay. That's 1 week out of the year. That's not like, you know what I mean?
There's only 52 weeks or however many there are in a year. I actually don't know.
But it's 52.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that was a low IQ moment.
It was off the top of my head.
Low IQ Battle Nations.
I'm an HSC. I just buy concrete. I don't have to think about anything.
Yeah, low key. We can't read. We can't grind. We don't play the game. We actually just spend.
That's all this has been.
Guys. Hey guys, don't let this. What the fuck is the copy pasta?
Yeah, good one.
Okay, I spelled it wrong, bro. Just fry my shit.
Copy paste.
There we go. Don't let this distract you from the fact that Dr. Ware and Yugami were for sure bang.
I don't know what
that's what you do, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't want dailies because I think that is a chore. Some people might disagree. I just think that they should implement them. It's the same thing with ads for nanopods. Bro, like, I get it. Like, they'll take anything at this point because they don't have something, but when they get it, they're gonna hate it.
Did you ever
imagine you want to get on to play your game? Bro, as a kid, yeah, but I got bored of that shit in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but like,
I'm like, damn, I gotta sit here.
The promotions that were like,
where you have to download another game.
Yeah.
Bro, those things like either gave you 5 million nanopods or never work, yeah. Bro. I was always mad as a kid. I would install like Rise of Empires and play it for damn near 5 hours and not get anything from it. I would be so tilted.
Bro, those promotions that were like, sign up for a credit card and get 50 billion nanopods. I was like, holy shit. I need the credit card now.
Bro, mom, what is your social security number?
Bro, they literally were like that though. It'd be like so many nanopods if you signed up for some like travel thing or like a credit
literally
card.
Like sign up with Adventure One debit card and we'll give you 1 million nanopods. Like, yeah, that is like, crazy
dude,
shit.
I was literally salivating. I was like, I need that. I obviously couldn't though. I was a child. I was like 10.
Bro, and you know I tried it. Bro, I was playing Zombie Cafe for 5 hours to get 35 nanopods and it didn't even work. Like, maybe that's why I couldn't get past level 15 in the original, because I was too busy trying to earn free nanopods and actually play the game.
Genuinely it. I would stare at the tap joy screen for longer than I'd play the game because I wanted nanos.
Bro, my attention span is fine, but I'm saying, like, if I get on to play a game, I want to play the game, not watch ads. Like, I already hate, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but YouTube, oh my God, has gotten so bad with ads lately.
Oh, I just have premium,
like,
so can't relate.
Okay. I'm not spending money on that bullshit.
It's actually, I don't know, it's worth. That's all I'm saying.
No, it is worth, and that's the problem. Like, it used to be like on a video, you'd get like, on a 10-minute video, you get like a 1 ad. You know, whatever, okay. Yeah. Nowadays, bro, I swear I get fucking 6 ads on a 10-minute video. Like, I spend more time clicking through ads. Yeah, Instagram, I remember one time I was going through my suggested, 3 posts in a row were ads. I'm like, where is the content? Hello?
You gotta make money. The shareholders.
Yeah, but it's pay to win YouTube. Yeah, that's an H. Like, bro, that's something junk that makes me mad. Like, I don't want to watch ads, bro, for nanopods. Shit sucks. $25 for ad removal. I hate games that do that too.
He's saying all this now. He's gonna change his tune if Boom Buzz Radio ever gets monetization.
Oh hell yeah! I'm putting like 50 ads on that shit.
500 ads.
Y'all aren't getting y'all are not getting through an ad or a video, bro. If they give me monetization on here, I am absolutely putting. Hey, where's the corruption thing? Corruption is not bad, but if I'm part of that corruption, I will defend it. Here it is. Bro, it's like I am literally a paid player that, like, I don't know. Which game has worse monetization? Asphalt 8 Airborne and Clash Royale. I don't know what Asphalt 8 Airborne is, but it's probably Clash Royale.
You didn't play the Asphalt games or like the racing games on your
like the
your
racing
iPod?
games on your phone?
Yeah.
No, bro. I played Ride to Die or like Live to Die. But the zombie game where you like it's the 2D zombie game where you drive your car and like yeah, that's what it is. Earn to Die, that's what it is. Bro, that game was fire. And then they released a second one. Bro, did you play the Hungry Shark games?
What? Yeah, I did.
Bro, Hungry Shark Evolution was so gas. That game was fire.
The nostalgia episode, holy.
Bro, that's why I can grind. Hungry Shark Evolution was a fucking grind. You just sit there like, bro.
Was it? I
want to play that game now.
Being a grind.
I can't believe. Yes, it was, bro. Like, actually, once you started getting to like the higher levels, to get stuff like Megalon, you have to play that shit so much. Bro, Plants vs Zombies. Y'all don't know shit about Plants vs Zombies 2.
Jetpack Joyride, true. I played the crap out of Jetpack Joyride.
Jetpack Joyride was boring.
No, it was. Nah, it was bad.
Yes, it was. No, that game was lame. Same with Subway Surfers. Those games are boring. And Temple Run.
You probably just couldn't get past the first level. That's
Yo, fuck you. Frow. That's what I do when I see Subway Surfers. I frow.
Good one.
I don't know. I thought Jetpack Joyride was boring. I was way more entertained with games like Hungry Shark. Because, like, it was a grind, but, like, it was more fun. Like, guys, every single... Okay, this is a crazy opinion. Y'all are going to blow up when you hear this one. Here, hot take. Battle Nations is one of the better free-to-play games. Because in the moment where... In the thing that matters most, which is boss strike, free-to-play players can compete with paid players at the same level. And be in all the top guilds. How many free-to-play mobile games do you know that you can do that?
I'm Googling nostalgic phone games. Let's see.
Like right now. Okay, like Clash of Clans. Right, because that's all about like attack strategy. But I'm saying like for free-to-play players, if you don't care at all about who plays Boom Beach in the Big 26? It's like a time capsule to even down. You literally have to use the Wayback Machine to download Boom Beach. Old game. But like, look, if I just lost my train of thought.
Where's my water?
If you don't, no, listen, bro. If you don't care about the competitive scene of Battle Nations, it doesn't matter if you pay or if you're free to play, at all. Aside from the things that you want to like get and do, right? Some free to plays spend their nanopods on heavy recon, not because they didn't know any better, not because they wanted to be comp, but because they just wanted the unit because it's fun and they think that the unit is fun to use. But if you want to be competitive, right? If you want to be in like an HSC or an MM or something like that, right? You can be free to play and you can still compete in them. HSC has free to players. I bet MM has free to play. I'm not sure. P-War had free to play players. They literally do. And I mean, like some of them decide like Battle Nations, in my opinion, is more you pay for convenience than you do pay to win. Like everything is easier when you pay, but in terms of like it increases your ceiling as well by a little bit. Like paid players are gonna have a higher ceiling. It's a free to play mobile game. Like the devs need to earn their money somehow. But I'm saying like in terms of the actual play game itself, free to play players can do everything that a paid player can.
Sure. Yeah. I guess so. Well, besides
hashtag thinking.
AS.
Besides what? That comes next level cap. That's a little different.
Okay. Well.
Dreadnought, they did the same thing. I think that the way Madrona sees it is that it's like a little because they gave snakes, so you had to be on the ball with that, and you can get vets with your free to play nanos, but you have to be smart with that. Like if you ended up spending your nanos on other stuff, then you aren't able to get the vets needed to like, do AS. Do I think that's good for the game? I don't know. To be fair, Rebel boss strike would have been a lot more slanted towards pay to win due to only having one hospital. Okay, there are some egregious things in the game.
Bro, forgot.
Free to play is only getting one hospital and one repair bay versus paid players getting as many as they want. Is like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Didn't Madrona say that they're gonna give us more hospitals and repair bay? I swear they responded to a suggestion, right? Am I tripping?
I have no idea.
Can someone verify that? I swear that they said that. That they said they're going to adjust it. Maybe they just commented on that about something completely like separate. Free to play trying for anything. Okay, but the only thing that storage gives you, population, like that's what I mean. Like it's all convenience. Free to play is like, you're trying to stick in like the 30,000-40,000 range. Second, free to play. I think that free to play should just be able, I want to say unlimited, because like it eats a lot of pop, so they won't be able to afford it anyways. You know what I mean? Or you can limit it to like 2 or 3. I don't know. I'm just saying, like in terms of competitiveness, paid players have it easier, but free to plays don't have it quote unquote harder, if that makes sense. I guess. I don't know.
Like, having like 3 like normal hospitals, or like for free to plays, do you think that would be fair? I mean, it's
2 or 3. I think both are.
It's not like it really matters.
Oh yeah, true. I think 3 is a good number. If they want to cap it, I just say fucking uncap it, because they're going to be limited by population anyways. Like there is a limiting factor there.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
So here, okay. These are things that I think genuinely are a problem for free-to-play players and that Madrona should address. Storage and population. Both of those are ass. Storage is so bad. There needs to be at least one more like free-to-play storage option at like later game that lets them get more storage per pop. What else? Really, storage and population is the biggest one. Can you think of anything else? Oh, nano attacks.
Oh.
Nano attacks are terrible. They should be removed.
Yeah, nano attacks should not exist. I don't know why that's in the game still.
Yeah, they're awful. Especially on nano units. Like, if I get a nano unit, I should just be able to unlock all the attacks.
Yeah,
I'm not saying have them all unlocked. Like, yeah, I'm fine having them locked behind. Okay, yeah, he did respawn. I was like, I thought that I was going crazy for a second. I think that those are the biggest problems. Is population, nanopod attacks. I'm trying to think of something else. There was like one more thing on my mind, but I can't really think of it. I think that's really it. Those are the 2 biggest point of pains for free-to-play players, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like,
they're not going to get all the units. Oh, and bosses being released at a point where free-to-plays can't clear it without something else. Dreadnought was just impossible without M10s. And then AS is not possible without either nanopod units or boss strike reward. Excuse me, boss strike rewards. Back to the Future Battle Nations, which we totally lost the plot because I went on the tangent. My bad, y'all. And really hope they expand on the lore of the world. Let me know about the previous emperors. I want to know what nation the sovereign navy comes from. What does I'm not even gonna try saying that shit. It's like Yancha.
Oh my god.
No, say it. This is a podcast. Hikari, you're good. Or maybe I'll crash out and
yeah, you freak out. We can't air this.
Or maybe
episode.
I'll scream and yell and freak out. You can beat it with frags. Oh, AS. Okay. That's an actually to like free to play players. You can't beat it free to play. Actually. Oh, here's something that I think is cool. Y'all tell me about this. What if they gave AC frags like increased like crit damage, or like basically they're stronger against the AS to help people kill it? Like, I know it's rare to get them, but like if you get them, then you get that little sprinkle on bonus, you know what I mean? Like you get a unit that you can use against it. That's fun. I think that's fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's like, you know how the Scram Cannon has like that one attack that can only be used against X-17? Basically only on, or like Spider Wasps are good against Bigfoots. Construct frags are good against a Sentinel. because like it comes with the same thing.
The Pokemon.
It's Cook, right? What?
So, so you want like typings?
I mean, it doesn't have to be typings, but you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool though. I wouldn't be opposed. I mean, I have no issues with anything being added to make the game more accessible to more people. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to throw an idea at me where I'm like, I would be against it because, like, what's the point of restricting what people can do in the game?
Yeah, I'm here to play the game and have fun with it. So I'm like, even if they add stuff that I don't personally agree with, like, who am I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm mostly here for like the competitive part of the game and also just being in a guild. I like just being in a guild and having people to talk to, and the competitive part of like going up against other guilds. That's the entire reason that I play the game, and also just because I like Farmville type games. So, what am I? You know, that's kind of
Farmville with grinding.
Yeah,
Loki,
basically.
Air type boss, yeah, that would be peak. Give us an airfield, thank you. We need another ancient boss at level 75. We just need more ancients in general, bro. Ancients are literally so peak. Z2, if they did nothing right, or if they did anything right, it's the design for the ancients. Like, all the designs are awesome. So more of that, please. Back to what Simplicity said, because I read it out loud and then totally skipped over it. In terms of future stuff, I want more ancients because all of it is peak. In terms of in-game lore, I'm trying to think. I remember there was something that I really wanted them to expand on, like aside from ancients. They're probably going to finish the storyline with the whole trader thing. Oh, by the way, guys, this is a hint, so remember this. There is a place that is mentioned in Battle Nation's lore. It's the capital of either Ateria or like it's like the capital city of something. It's Karistan, and Karistan is not in the game. It is like one of the most important places of the Empire, and it's never visited ever. Yo, when is the Battle Nations war arc gonna happen?
That would be sick. Like an actual war.
Yes, bro. Like the Empire has fallen. Like let's say that the spy and the rebels are like they're cooking right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not only has the Empire fallen, but like they got that on lock, right?
Okay.
And they're like uber strong. And bro, we have to team up like with all of our buddies, and we literally have Battle Nations. Bro, who's cooking right now? Kirsten, probably a damn wasteland. Radiation resistance units, bro. We're getting radiation units at some point. We're here to look for uranium for nuclear bombs. Battle Nations has so much potential. I'll never let it go. That's the one thing that will disappoint me to no end is if what's it called? If Battle Nations doesn't meet the potential that it has, because it has so much.
Yeah.
This game could be a timeless classic like Clash of Clans is. Like, it could go on for forever. There is an endless amount of stuff that you can do with this game. Community content. We're back onto it.
Okay, bro.
Madrona just needs to tap into that. Bro, Madrona, where are you? Hit my phone, please.
This guy's too desperate.
Please.
This is just
Like, bro,
begging.
Yeah, this is this is sad. This is sad. We need to just end it. Boombo's radio is officially dead right now.
Well, actually, I mean, we are
This
at an
low-key-
hour-ish, so like, I don't know how long you want to go.
Bro, we can get close to wrapping it up right now. Bro, Reanimated just sent a picture of like a random pipe and said this just needs a head. It could be another boss. We're so desperate for a boss. We're fighting trash cans and sewer systems.
Where is that? What?
Wait, sewer system Rat King?
Oh my god.
Wait, no one find out where that is, by the way. This is low-key peak.
Oh, I found it. Okay, that was really fast.
Okay. Hey guys, what's your favorite guild?
I better only see one answer.
Okay, do you think they could implement Guild War into this game? And if so, how do you think they could do it? I've already given my answer on this. Too bad Senseless isn't here because he's the one that I remember I told it to. Slane, have you played BT? Oh yeah, Birch Tree. That's a good one. I love Birch Tree. Birch Tree and P War. Those are my two favorite guilds. Slane, have you played BT6? Max Sally's Mammoths, Girlfriends, P-War, and Birch Tree Nations. Those are probably top 4 best guilds in the game. Yes, okay. So, contested territories? Literally that, but in Battle Nations. Done.
Holy moly.
What about Cock Clan Wars?
Okay.
No, that would suck ass.
And there's
like
lore here.
I was trying to think, because Battle Nations, I think that Guild Wars, this is my idea, and this is why I think that it should be like contested territories. Guild Wars, to me, in a game like Battle Nations, should incorporate all aspects of the game. It should incorporate, player versus player, PvE battles, like player versus the CPU. Yes, give me planet side like that. Zone control, where Nab, I don't know if you've played BTD6, but it's literally like that. But it should incorporate all aspects of the game. PvP, occupations, PvE, all that, right? Your whole base should come into play. Your account should come into play. It should be like an all-encompassing thing for Guild Wars, right? So and that doesn't really translate amazingly one-on-one, in my opinion. So it can either be one-on-one, or it can be like 4 guilds fighting each other, right? Where you're contesting for zones, like you deploy your units like an occupation, right? That's the player versus player style aspect, is you put down occupations, right? You take over land that has PvE battles on them. It can either be a boss battle, it can be a formation battle, right? You take over that land and you set down your own units to occupy that land. And then there can be special tiles on the map that have like relics on there, or you can unlock certain units. Maybe there's a promo released every guild war, right? And in the middle of the map, you can unlock that promo unit for your entire guild if you capture that square. And you can use that in your occupations. And if the other team takes that, then you lose that unit. You know what I mean? That's what I mean whenever I say Battle Nation has so much potential to do fun shit. Like, and that's why I hope that Madrona doesn't. I want them to take risks and kind of go big with their ideas and not like throw out some lame shit. And like, I don't want them to go save options, because Battle Nations should go beyond that. Hashtag thinking. Being first person shooter boss strike.
Okay.
Quite possibly would be peak. Slain, I don't know what that means. Oh, that's how R6 died. Played too safe to become stale. I'm guessing you meant they were too safe with their game and they became stale. Okay. Yeah, I just don't want Battle Nations to get boring, because they don't really like mix it up. That's why I like my idea for modifiers a lot. Like, obviously it's my idea, so like I like it. But to me, boss strike modifiers kind of unlocks the game, because then you play it at your own pace and you play it how you want to play it. And I think like letting players like do what they want to do, like,
I'm never gonna hear the end
lets
of this
them
idea.
Bro, like, I genuinely think it's a good idea. I'm only bringing it up because we're talking about it.
No, it is a good idea, but I feel like this is the 900th time I heard about it.
Peak comes around only once in a lifetime, and whenever you get it, you gotta hold on to it.
Wise.
Bro, hashtag wise Oolkki. We're getting into wise Oolkki hours. 2-hour boom sesh. I'm surprised you didn't say bus sesh. Okay, my bad, y'all.
Hey, I didn't like that one.
Alright, wise Oolkki is over. I don't know, you guys. What do you want to see? I've been rambling enough, bro. Let me drink my water. I'm parched.
I literally just want more boss strikes, bro. I'm tired of doing nothing.
Okay, what do you want first? Boss strike first, or PvP first?
I honestly don't care about normal PvP. I want the arena challenge. I like the guild v guild stuff, so I want
Really?
Challenge, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I said PvP for. Also, I saw that puke reaction. I want PvP first.
I mean, kind of same, yeah. Like, I just want the arena challenge part. The PvP is fine, but I just want something to do with the guild. I like doing things with the guild. That's what the game is to me. So.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Boss strike was a lot of fun. I don't know. The only reason I say that is because like we just had a boss strike, so like.
It wasn't just.
And PvP, kinda. In my brain, it was like literally over a month ago, a little bit. I don't know. I just like PvP a lot. I know a lot of people don't. Boss strike is more friendly for like the overall player base. PvP is its own thing. I'm hyped for PvP though. Very hyped. I could see a world where they release it first over a boss strike. Because like you release a boss strike and then PvP, that's kind of strange. I guess that would tide over like there being nothing to do.
Yeah, the post boss strike suppression was painful as well.
It was painful. I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe that was a thing. You know, whenever you go on a trip and it's like the best trip ever, and then you go home and you're like, fuck my life.
Yeah, literally. It was like so bad to spend all of my time grinding Battle Nations, and then suddenly I have literally nothing to do. I mean, I could play other games, but like, I don't know. You get in a rhythm.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Although low key, if boss strike is on the week of like the weekend of like March 20th, I'll miss Sunday. So I really hope it's not. When is that? March
Friday?
22nd, I think it was. I told my sister I would take her to a con like last year, and I forgot about it, but she didn't forget about it. Like literally, I was like, how do you even remember that shit? And MegaCon is in March, so she wants to go there. So I told her I would take her.
Ooh, okay.
I was trying to talk my way out of it. I was like, we can go to a different one. But, you know, not lucky on that one. So hopefully it's like the last week of March or maybe like the second week of March and I get to shut out and play Battle Nations for 96 hours straight. But, yeah, if that happens, then my dream of number one on the leaderboard will be cooked. So I'll just need to be number one for the first 3 days so I can tell people I would have gotten it if I didn't have to do this. And then, you know, go out like that. Unfortunately, I feel like competition will be a lot tighter this time around. Also, if I don't get a frag, number one's cooked anyways. So, you know what, best course of action, if it is that weekend, I don't get a frag, so I don't have the pressure of being number one. Low-key peak. I don't actually mean that. I really do want a frag. I don't care that much if I don't get one, but I do want one. Like, they're fun to have.
Bro, make up your mind.
No, like I can not care about something and also want it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, because it's by chance. It's not like, no, bro. Like it's by chance. So there's no way for me to even affect my chance.
Yeah,
getting it besides doing the boss.
You make a ticket.
So there's not any reason to worry about it. No, they're not opposites. Like,
you just make a ticket with support and they'll give you a frag.
You were not getting a frag, bro.
You just have to trust.
You mentioned a unit gained by occupying a square. Would that unit only be available to be used in that specific event? So what I meant by that is like if they drop a promo unit, like let's say that this guild war is legendary sandworm, right? You can buy it, of course, but for the people who can't buy it, if your guild captures like, you know, let's say it's the middle square, so everyone's fighting for it. If your guild captures that square, then everyone on the guild can use a legendary sandworm even if you didn't buy it. But if you didn't buy it, you can only use it while you have that square and during the event. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get to like kind of try out the unit and it could even convince the people to buy it because you're like, damn, this unit is so much fun. Like I have to spend $1 on some nanopods to get it. You know what I mean? I think that could be a good idea. If they did something crazy like Pierce mods, Silver Wolves wouldn't be that kind of removed. Oh, like Pierce mods, Silver Wolves, comma, wouldn't that kind of remove the need for frags to be super competitive? Here is my opinion. They will never do a Pierce mod. They will never do explosive mod. They will never do a crushing mod. The only reason that fire mod exists is because fire is like an obtuse damage type. Not like almost every unit in the game has one of the big three, which is Pierce, Explosion, and Pierce, Explosive, and Crushing. Not every unit has fire style attacks or fire type attacks. That's why fire mod exists, because it's an off, like I said, it's like an obtuse damage type. Almost every unit has a fucking piercing attack. And that doesn't make Pierce mod special. I guess that like you're basically just using it. Like, I guess it just unlocks every unit in the game pretty much, except for the one explosive attacks. But fire mod is special because not that many units have fire attacks, and pierce mod doesn't have that same impact. In my opinion, it doesn't. Hashtag thinking. Hashtag thoughts. Okay. Hashtag no thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that why do you think in particular that they wouldn't do piercing though? Just because it would have more units available? Like, I don't think that's a reason enough to stop them from doing it if they wanted to.
The only because I think that fire mod exists because it's obtuse, and pierce, explosive, and crushing are not. They are like the three typical, like, if there was like a pie chart, most units end up in those three categories, and then probably like 15% have fire attacks, and then what's the other damage type? Cold, which one unit has. Let's say that they fix cold damage type. You could do like a cold strike, right? Because that's obtuse. So you're like, damn, I have to use like these types of units. But pierce mod doesn't really have that same type of effect on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then there's like more units that you can use, and like you do have to admit that there's a ton of units in the game that are kind of useless. So, I mean, I still feel like it serves a purpose.
But free to play and pay to win are competing pretty evenly with maulers anyways, because both of them can get it. And free to plays, whenever they're able to fight Sentinel, are also going to have the opportunity to get frags. But also, a free to play is not capped out like from earning 2 million points aside from their own time. As long like maulers, I feel like are so good that frags are not as impactful. They are very impactful. But
yeah,
like if we had frags at the last level cap, it would be the most busted shit of all time.
Oh.
But even then, I don't know. I just don't think that things matter. I just think that like you just get your points and you play the game. I don't know. That's why I don't think that we need a pity system. I don't think frags need to be rebalanced really. Like I talk about like plasma rebalancing and like changing frags about some type of way, but I just don't think that it really matters that much. I just think hyper buff everything and then let us go crazy. It's a PvE game. 99% of my gameplay, literally 100%, excuse me, 100% of my gameplay is against a computer. Why does it matter whether my units balance against a computer or not? PvP is its own animal because I'm actually fighting a player, right?
Yeah.
But whenever I'm fighting my PC, you know what I mean? Like, I want to win and I want it to be fun. I play games like that, like Risk of Rain, Borderlands, stuff like that, where you go nuts against a computer. And it's just the type of games that I like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like Risk of Rain. So.
Large changes to combat would be welcome. Battles with larger areas, fights that each turn you select 3 attacks at once. One of my favorite suggestions is the one from Fragment, which is the more variety for battle map suggestion. That one is peak. Like, why is every single battle map just the same 13 tiles? I really like Naval already kind of experimented with that with like whirlpools and like naval mines. Why don't naval mines detonate when you destroy them? That would be cool. You can use it to your advantage. If you target the mines, it can do damage in an area around it.
But why would anybody place, or why would the enemies have placed a mine if it's gonna damage themselves?
Dude, I don't know.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Why do they choose to fight me with fucking gunboats instead of all M10s, like I do? It's just fun. Does it have to have a canonical reason?
Well, according to some people, yeah, but.
I hope you're not referencing me.
No. All right.
Okay, that wasn't very convincing though.
Yeah, not the right.
All right. I'm done on my tangent.
I think it's time to wrap it. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm about ready to wrap this little John up. Any closing thoughts?
I like Battle Nations.
Yeah, I love Battle Nations. I just like this game a lot. I kind of go all over the place with my opinions, but I think I do. But I just like this game so much that I literally just don't care what they do. Like, I just want more Battle Nations to play. That's all I want, really. Because like I said, the biggest disappointment would just be if they don't reach the amount of potential that Battle Nations has, and the game is just like, this is all I'll ever get. You know what I mean? So I really hope that Madrona, once they kind of get their feet set, like with the game, they really just go nuts, and the game kind of unlocks itself.
Yeah,
sure. I think that would be, yeah. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Give me an outro.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all for us. I'm working on the iceberg video. Good luck on all your frag drops. Please give me a frag before Yugami. Please give me a frag before Yugami. I'm putting in a ticket with Madrona right now to ask them for a frag. If the ticket strat works, I'll let y'all know. You will know. Okay. But that's it. I'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.